Hi, I'm going to talk about the frequency distribution of the given dataset of 102 heights. It's gonna be very tiresome to find the frequency of each data, so we need to divide the whole data into 12 bins, which are 12 groups. To do so, we need to enter the bin minimum first here. The bin minimum is the lowest number of the data sets, and here the bin maximum is the maximum of the data sets. Now we're gonna find the bin length. Bin length is the distance or the range between the low and the high for each bins. So to find the bin length, we're gonna enter equal and find the distance or the difference between the max and the minimum, and divided it by the number of groups. So the maximum, copy minimum minus the minimum, and divided by the number of bins. 12 are the number of bins. Alright, so our bin length is 1.3. Now the low of the bin is gonna be the minimum of the data, so I'm gonna copy the bin minimum, and we have 57.90. that's the minimum of the data, and the bin maximum is gonna go as the bin height of the last bin, so we're gonna copy the maximum just right here. Next, we're gonna find the height of the first bin by adding the bin length on the low, so copy the low plus the bin length, which is D19, so our bin height is 58.98 for the first bin. However, we need to enter a $sign before D and a $sign before 19, so that we can refer D19 the whole time. The low of the second bin is gonna be the height of the first bin. We're gonna copy it, and the height of the second bin is gonna be its low plus the bin length. Copy the bin length here. Here we go. Now we're gonna also do the same. Enter $sign before D, $sign before 19. Alright, so we don't need to keep doing the same process all the way down. What we need to do is highlight the second bin, and when the cursor changes to a darker plus, hold it and drag it all the way down and release it. Here we go. Now we have the interval for each bins. Next, we're gonna find the frequency distribution for each bin. Now to find the frequency of the first bin, enter equal and type in the COUNTIFs function. COUNTIFs, open parenthesis, $sign A4 we need to put a $sign before 4, colon, $sign A, $sign 105. I'm just copy the whole data set, comma, open current quotation, greater than or equal to close the sign and enter and symbol F6, comma, $sign a $sign 4 colon $sign a $sign 4 colon 105. Alright, comma, parenthesis, open quotation, less than, close the quotation, and G6, close the parenthesis. So the function shows here in the first bin we include the low number but exclude the high number. So we have frequency is 1. Now we don't need to keep doing the same process again, so what we're gonna do is just drag it, the darker plus sign at the right lower corner by holding it all the way down. Alright, here we go, we have the whole frequency distribution for each bin. Another thing we need to do or fix is we need to enter equal sign at the very end of the bin next to the less than symbol, because we need to include the last bin high. Alright, now we need to check if our frequency calculation is correct. Okay, sum, double click on the sum function, drag the frequency distribution all the way down and close the parenthesis. Let's see if we have 100. Yes, we have 102, so our calculation of frequency distribution using Excel is correct. Right, thank you for watching.